Guys and gals, welcome back to the channel. Back on the 1995 Firehawk. We're gonna do this thing some justice. So now that we got it running, we're gonna get it a little cleaned up. I'm gonna do a little polish on the outside here. Yeah, I know the paint isn't in great shape, but we're gonna make it look, you know, a little bit better. But the big thing is we gotta basically sanitize the interior. This is probably the grossest car that I've ever worked on. There's mold literally everywhere. And then I got some headliner material. We're gonna be replacing this as well. Looks like it should come out pretty easy. It's a funny looking spider web right there. It's like a mold spore trapped in a spider web. That's cool. All right, let's get this thing cleaned out. All right, let's get this out of here. We'll clean these two. Our gas shocks are wore out, so we gotta use this piece of wood here. We just got a couple of parts back here. Like this is the old wire harness for the MSD box that I took out. There's the box. Set this over here. The tit is like falling off, so I might start with just trying to vacuum up some of that. I've never vacuumed tit before. Go ahead and start taking out these panels. Oh. We're gonna give these all a good wipe down. Take this out. Oh, this will just pop right out, right? Oh yeah. We'll have to put our little Christmas trees back in. Pop out our, put this up front. Well, got the back cleaned out, so let's start popping off these T-tops. We can get some light in here, see what the heck we're doing. I guess it's a little stuck. Well, she's seized. I don't think that lube's gonna really hurt anything in here right now. It's not like it's a pristine car. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it off. Now we got rid of this plastic piece. Let's see if we can put some kind of vice grip on there and really crank on it, you know? Why is it not moving, dude? Yeah, oh. Oh yeah, she's a little toasty. A little corroded, just a little. We got her soaked with some WD-40. Yeah, she is just not wanting to come out. She is not wanting to budge at all. Well, I'm gonna abandon trying to get these T-tops off right now because I don't really have a whole lot of time. I'm gonna move to taking off the seat belts and getting these seats out of here because these gotta be deep cleaned too. That was loud. Yep. Oh man, these seats aren't that heavy. Yeah, it's pretty nasty in here. Here's a better look at that mold spore spider web thing that I've never seen before. It looks alien almost. Now I'm ready to go. Let's get in here. Let's dig in. Goodbye, weird, moldy spider web thing. Whoa, are these even like secured down? I don't. Oh, not really. Something really cool I found in here, I didn't notice this till right now, is it has a plate, 1995 Firehawk, car number 431. How cool is that? This was flipped up and it just had, you know, like some screws and stuff in there. I flipped it down and I was like, oh man, look at that. They used to make custom badges for their cars back in the day. There's a bunch of spider webs in here. It's almost like the car's been sitting for over a decade. Oh, this will pop off. Oh, there we go. Makes things a little bit easier there. And then we'll, oh, more money, more money. I'm making out like a bandit today. Just a little bit more. Perfect. There's just one bolt holding this bottom seat in. So I'll slide this out. Now we could just roll the carpet like in on itself and pull it straight back here. Oh, more money. And it's wet. And more money. Over here, yeah, it doesn't look great. Holy cow. Dude, I gotta bring you guys in here for this one. We found the jackpot. Oh boy. Oh man, it smells terrible. Oh. Look how nice the carpet used to be. This was basically under that T-top cover in the back, and as you work your way forward, you can just see just how gross it is. See that moldy water line right there? This is where the floor mats were. It wasn't too bad, but I mean, gosh, just look at this. But guys and gals, look at this. We're almost rich. Just look at how much money we got right here. Oh, I bet Charlie will be happy about that. That one's stuck. Hey, there we go, I got it. It's already looking a little better, but yep, I forgot to take my before pictures like I knew I would. But you guys kind of saw what it looked like when I rolled it out here first. So we're just gonna spray it down with some of this, it's like a chemical guy's carpet cleaner. Just gonna saturate the whole thing. I really wish I had like a pump sprayer, honestly, for this. So I just load this carpet up with it. We'll let it sit for a couple minutes out here in the sun. And then I got a nice nylon bristle drill brush. We'll throw it on a drill and it'll just agitate the heck out of this stuff here. So it's a forearm workout for sure. Talking to yourself? I'm talking to the internet. I'm gonna rinse this side, and then we'll hit it again because it's pretty dirty. Same thing here, we'll just rinse it out. Go another round. All right, now let's rinse all of it. Oh, let's flip it over. Just want to rinse out this pad too on the back side. But now I got this huge area of carpet that's just saturated with water. So I got this extractor right here, and that's gonna suck the water out. And then what you could do with this as well is fill this up with water in a solution, and as you're going across the fabric, you're saturating it and then sucking it up at the same time, and then you empty it out when it gets full, all that fun stuff. Because this is so wet right now, I'm not even gonna put any water in it. We're just gonna start sucking the water out of the carpet and see how much of the staining we have left, because I have another thing I can do to treat the stains that we're definitely gonna have to do. There we go. That's all it does, just sucks up water. So look at how, this is a puddle from where I was washing the carpet out at. It's all brown and gross just from all that junk in there. And then here's the first bucket out of that cleaner, man. Ah, just freaking disgusting, dude. Well, we still got some pretty severe staining. So this is the floorboard of the rear passenger seat, and this is under the front seat, but you can see all the just the mold stains and the rust and stuff that it's just still there. So, hey, Wybie, can you hand me that steamer? So we got our handy steamer, and we'll just start working these spots out, man. Soak her back up with this carpet cleaner here, and then agitate it. And now that we got the soap down, hit it with a steamer again. And this is about as good as it's gonna get with what I got in the shop right now. We'll hit it with this one more time, why not? See, now I got it filled up with water, so this is gonna spray and suck everything up. So after working this area, you can definitely tell it's a little, I mean, we still got a little bit of staining and stuff, but it's a lot better than. My main goal with this carpet isn't to get it as pristine as I can. It's to get as much staining out as I can, but it's mainly the smell. I'm trying to get that smell out of there. So I'm focusing on these low areas that held water for a long time. And I think doing that method over this whole, basically this whole area right here is really gonna make a huge difference in the way that car smells, man. But all right, that's the process. I got a lot of work to do here, so I'll catch up with y'all here in a little bit. Well, I gotta say, it smells a heck of a lot better. I came in the shop this morning and opened it up, and not getting that like real gnarly, musty, moldy smell. And before I do the dash, I think I'm gonna focus on trying to knock out this headliner. And then while that's drying, hop back in here and finish up our sanitization efforts, because this car is, it's honestly the worst one I've ever worked on as far as like mold goes. Like, I've worked on some stinky cars, but this is, yeah, it's gross. All right, nothing to this headliner. Man, it's the easiest headliner cleanup I've ever done. All right, got some leftover material here from when I did the headliner in the van. That was not on the channel. That was just a little project I did real quick on the weekend. I think this will look good in there. While doing the headliner, I used to use this Permatex stuff, and it hasn't done well in my experience. Then I used Super 77, which I think is from 3M, kind of the same as the Permatex, but then I tried this one, the Premium Auto headliner adhesive, and this seems to work pretty good. Got my 2 coats on, it's dry. Following the instructions, it's very, very important to do that, something like this. There we go. Oh, got a little crease there, so I'm gonna come back. Yeah, just stretch it just a bit. Yep, grab this one. Grab this one, so now it's nice and tight around the corner. Cutting. So that's pretty much it. You just kind of work your way around the edges, carefully sneaking up on everything. You don't want to go too crazy on it. And then, you know, cut your material short or something like that. Basically, this whole edge right here on the underside gets covered up by the A-pillar. So I'm going to basically take this excess out. Basically just pull this straight back. So it does kind of look not really good from up here. But once you flip it over, it's perfect. I just vacuumed the interior there real quick. Now I got my isopropyl alcohol mix, and we're just gonna spray basically everything down and wipe everything down. This should sanitize the car so we don't have to worry about getting sick when we're driving it. Got that isopropyl alcohol mix. I'll spray the door down. We got mold all over this sucker. So this is just some all-purpose cleaner. Just want to give her a good wipe down. Oops. Oops. Okay. All right, okay, so we got that. It's definitely not the right color, but I think it's gonna be just fine. Okay. Oh my gosh, this carpet is so hot. It's been baking in the sun. It's been like 117 heat index in Florida this week. I'm sure you can imagine how much more pleasant it is in here. Now this carpet's clean. You can actually breathe without your chest hurting. It's pretty cool. Well, it's starting to look like a dang car again, man. Interior's coming together, but we're down to all these plastic pieces in the seats. So I'm gonna do these the exact same way I did the door panels and dash. Spray them down with an IPA, steam them, wipe them down, probably spray them down with the IPA again. Just wipe everything up, man, because these aren't really holding a lot of mold, but it would be nice to sanitize them to make sure that, you know, Charlie doesn't get sick when he's driving this thing. I'm not gonna bore you with that process. You guys and gals have already seen me do it, so I'm gonna knock that out real quick, hoping I can get the rest of this interior together before the end of the day, so we could start polishing this bad girl. Well, we'll go ahead and start at the back here and work our way forward. This is the holders for the T-tops that I can't get out right now. I was gonna say, I need to put some adhesive back here to hold this carpet in, but it looks like it was never removed from the factory. Look at that, dude. How freaking perfect is that? I'm surprised that adhesive still works. Goes right there. That goes. Two more pieces other than the center console to put in, and that's these guys right here. So we'll go ahead and just throw them in. Oh man, putting in the seats is pretty dang exciting, I'm not gonna lie. All right. Last piece of the puzzle. Oh, okay. Heck yeah. All right, we gotta fish this through there. And we can do that. Let me get a feel what it's gonna be like driving this thing. Ooh. My steering wheel's kind of funny, but I gotta go a little closer. Oh, dude, this will be freaking sweet, man. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be so much fun to drive, dude. Not even joking. All right, let's get this other seat in and get the heck out of here. This looks significantly better. My goodness. This is so much nicer than what we started out with. Not gonna lie, it's still a little musty in there. I think I'm gonna suggest to Charlie to do the ozone treatment. There's like a machine you put in there. It's supposed to like take all the atmosphere out of it and kill all the bacteria and all that stuff. So I think that's really what it needs, because it's a lot cleaner and it's a lot more sanitary, but it's still, you know, it was basically a petri dish for 10 years. Anyway, gonna get on this paint here, and as you can see, there's not really much we can bring back. Well, we got a lot of, you know, clear coat damage, and, you know, there's actually none left right there. The hood's been repainted at some point, so it's decent, but, you know, we got, again, failing clear coat, bodywork's cracking through. Got failing paint work back here. We got some checking up here. Clear coat peeling. I mean, it's in terrible shape. So I think the best plan of attack, it's basically gonna be my go-to, the old Century polish from Sweet Patina. And then I think I'm gonna Sweet Patina this car. Normally, when we do Sweet Patina, it's on like a single stage paint. This is obviously a base coat, clear coat, but there is nothing we can do for it. And I don't think a full-blown paint job is in the cards right now. So now y'all have seen me polish a couple vehicles on this channel. I'm not a pro, I just have fun doing it. But I love working on cars like this because you can't really screw it up. So we're gonna give her a wipe down with the Sweet Patina all-purpose cleaner just to get it ready, and then hit it with the polish. I am gonna change up the pad though. I normally use a rotary pad on something like this, but I think I'm gonna hit it with just like a foam pad, because I think we can get this hood to look pretty decent. All right, anyway, let's wipe this thing down and get to polishing. Also, sorry for the fan noise in the background. It is super hot in Florida right now. We had a heat index of 117 yesterday, so small price to pay to not have a heat stroke, if you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna start out with an orange pad on this DA. I just want to see, like, this is a relatively aggressive cutting pad, and again, like, you can't really screw this up. So I want to see how the paint reacts to this, and of course this paint's going to be different than the rest of the car because this was repainted, but at least we get an idea on what we're working with. Okay, it brought back some life to it. That's what we're starting with. That's what we got after one pass. Not too bad. I mean, we got some residual stuff left on it from the polishing, but we'll get that all cleaned up here in a little bit. All right, let me grab a clay bar. I mean, that is definitely looking better. Here's what we're starting with. And here's what we're getting. Of course, again, it's not perfect at all, but it's a lot better. You think it looks perfect? Oh, thanks, buddy. Well, we got this half of the hood done. It's okay, but it's better than that. Actually, I'm gonna do this fender real quick, because this will give me a good idea on like what to expect with the rest of the car. You see we got sun fading up here, and then it goes down into some decent paint. Yeah, we got a little bit of shine back to it. Hoping when we put that sweet patina on there, we'll get some more gloss. But, well, that's the plan. We're gonna follow that process all over the whole car. Just get her polished up before we put on that sweet patina. Bringing some life back to the old Firehawk. I'm very excited to get this thing going. Man, got this thing all polished out and wiped down. Woo, buddy, look at that reflection. It's almost like you're looking in a mirror, but don't look too close at it because there's a lot of imperfections in it. So when I was doing this polish, I was kind of thinking like some paint isn't too bad. Like we got the hood to shine pretty good, but you know, we got like this headlight right here that is a little funny. And then we got this headlight to shine pretty good and the bumper looks okay. And then like when you come over to the side, you got, you know, the oxidation up high where the sun just beat the snot out of this paint. And then you come down low and it looks, I mean, pretty good. So I think I got a new game plan for this car. I was gonna do the whole thing in sweet patina, but because, you know, we got some spots that look pretty decent, I don't wanna cover that with the sweet patina. So I think what I'm gonna do is enhance the look of the faded paint and then leave the rest of the paint alone. So basically come down to the body line and then from here down will just be just paint. Starting to run out of my sweet patina tainer sauce, as Metal Massacre Fab Shop likes to call it. Just gonna load up our towel here and then we'll start on this headlight. You kind of get an idea on what we're doing here. Now I just want it on the headlight. I don't want it on the rest of the paint. See, then you step back and look at that. It looks a little better. So now let's come over to this fender here. Basically gonna like cut this line in like you're painting a wall in your house. You see? Just wipe her on. See, I mean, you just take a step back and look at that fender, what it used to look like. Of course, it's still really wet. It's not gonna be as shiny, but it looks a heck of a lot better than this right here. So one of the big things I like about the patina sauce is you're not really like damaging the paint. So they do sell a, what do you call it? Basically like a clear coat where we could, you know, if we wanted to keep this exact paint basically the way that it is, we could tape off the whole car, spray it, and basically literally just like seal the car up as it is right now. I'm not a big fan of doing that. I really like going like the all natural route, if you will, and just rubbing it down with this proprietary blend of tainer sauce. I really like this stuff, man. I use it on just about everything I have. And this is the first time I'm trying it on shiny paint, or like somewhat shiny paint, and I'm really curious to see like what this looks like when we're done. So yeah, we'll do a little like before and after right here. See what I'm saying? Now again, you're not gonna come up to this car and be like, that's a show quality paint job. But when this thing's ripping down the freaking road, you're gonna be like, what in the world was that thing? Also, if you wanna drive it, you know, you take it to like Walmart or something, you could park right up front and not worry about it, like at all. All right, so I'm sitting here talking, I'm getting myself distracted. we're gonna leave the gas cap alone because it's in really good shape. So we'll just wipe around it and wipe to this body line right here. And that's all we're doing there. All right, now we let it sit for about 10 minutes. We'll come in and like blend it, see what this looks like. I mean, I think it looks a lot better than it did. This actually looks really cool. It's like it's got this like kind of semi-gloss sheen, matte sheen going on. Looks pretty menacing, but then like you get down here and it looks better. What does it look like? Oh, I might have to come back through and wipe a little bit more. You can see a lot of stuff. Looks good down there though. Maybe I could have just come down to the oxidation line and then just left all that alone. You know, just focused on these areas where the paint was real bad. Might do that, might try that on the next one. I'm pretty happy with this though. All right, let's hop in this bad boy. Get her out in the sun and see what she looks like. What is that noise? And why isn't it starting? It's one of the fans. One of the fans making that noise. That's new. Also, we got a crank no start, which is something we already fixed. Freaking OptiSpark. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I thought I was going to end this video on a high note and get this out in the sun for some beauty shots. Take her for a rip. Let's just admire her in the shop, shall we? Looks good. Sitting there, not running again. Pretty awesome. That's okay, you know, we'll get some more content out of it. That's pretty awesome. I was really hoping to get this done and get some new tires on it and get it up to Charlie in Jacksonville so he can enjoy it. But, you know, Firehawk has other plans. Really want to get that Ford going too. I think that'll be a fun video. Anyway, let's do some quick slow-mo shots, get some before and after goodness going here so y'all can see how much progress we've made. Anyway, guys and gals, if you want to support the channel, hop on over to yeahbuddygarage.com to buy some super sweet merch. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider doing so. I would greatly appreciate it. As always, I appreciate y'all hanging around and watching these videos. I'll see you in the next one.